Hello, I'm Rhonda Porter, author of The Mortgage Porter and advisor at New American Funding, with your mortgage update for the week of January 15th, 2024. Yesterday was a holiday observing Martin Luther King Jr., and so we have a short week this week. And I actually just received an alert to lock, as you can see over the screen, maybe about a half an hour or so ago. And it's been a while since we've received that. We've been in a floating position for quite a while, but mortgage rates right now are actually, or mortgage-backed securities, let me correct that, down about 28 basis points. And so that is enough for lenders to reprice their interest rates, which for the worst, meaning that the rate will be higher or the cost for a certain rate will be slightly higher. So anyhow, so this is important to note. So by the time you see this video, though, it's quite possibly that this will all be changed and we'll be back in a floating position, meaning that rates are steady or that it's anticipated that rates may improve. One thing I would encourage you to do is to check with your loan officer to see, do they subscribe to anything like MBS Highway, or how do they track interest rates to know how they're changing. You can see as I'm talking to you, they just went back down to 32 basis points, which is not a huge change from 28 to 32. But it is a trend for, or a movement to the worst as far as a higher potential for a higher interest rate. So this is what's happening right now, likely caused by members of the Fed who have been commenting today about inflation and possibly holding back on reducing the Fed funds rate. And it can also be about the conflict that's in the Red Sea. And the New York Manufacturing Index for January came in much lower than expected today. So this is what we have going on right now. On Wednesday, we're going to see retail sales and the NAHB Housing Market Index and the 20-year auction. On Thursday, we'll have housing starts and permits and initial jobless claims will be released. And we'll wrap up Friday with existing home sales. Now switching over to interest rates to see how that translates, because I know like the candlestick graphs and all are interesting, technically speaking, but you know, a lot of us just really want to see mortgage rates. And so this site from Optimal Blue, which is their mortgage market index, is something that is public and you can check it out. But the things that you should note is that this is based off of old news, basically. But it is. This was last updated, it says, on Friday, and so it's not that old, not like the Freddie Mac Prime Market Mortgage Survey, which is a weekly report. This is a daily report. What is interesting about this, though, too, is that it is also based on an average of locked rates, and so averages kind of can skew numbers a bit. It may not be like what would impact you or what your rate might be, and again, this is from Friday, so you can see with how rates have already changed today or pricing has, these rates are no longer valid. They're going to be slightly off from this. But one thing that I really like about this, and so you see here, like for the 30-year fixed, I'm jumping here, it's just over 6.5 is what they're saying the average is, which is slightly down. The 15-year and the jumbo mortgage, and of course the FHA mortgage. But the thing that is really nice about this site that I like, so the dark blue line here is the 30-year conforming. Let's go ahead and take these others off here. Is that we can toggle on how credit scores impact it. So I just added, if you have a credit score that's over 740, you can see that it's going to be better than this average rate. If your credit score is 720 to 739, it's going to be pretty average in there. It's really running that blue line for the average rate line. And then as your credit score gets lower, you can see that the rate is moving higher. So I think this is a really useful tool with that. So I encourage you to check out this site. If you Google Optimal Blue mortgage rates, you can find this yourself. And the other factor too that it also shows is if you're putting down, different down payments too. So more than 20% down or less than 20% down, because that's also going to impact your rate as well. So if you would like to see current rates based on your personal financial scenario, I'm happy to prepare that for you. There's more things that impact your rates than just what we're seeing right here. And of course, I would be giving you live rates. And also, if you're planning on making a move anytime this year or next year, or considering a refinance or remodeling your kitchen, I am happy to go over those scenarios with you as well and help you create a game plan. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you back here next Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.